Not being credited, I think, in my opinion, is a bit of it's well, you've sang on that song. Your vocals are one of the main reasons why people are going to that song. So to not be credited, I think it's pretty unfair, to be honest.
You know what? So okay, so there's a couple of things. Like from a boring industry business perspective, sometimes the vocalist doesn't ask to be credited or doesn't want to be credited. There have been situations where I've contributed to songs and it's not been in my genre, or like I've had like another song out and it would have been it would have been like too complicated to be like literally 1 minute I'm doing, I don't know, grime, and then the next minute I'm doing like, I don't know, country music. Like it would just or like there was this perception that it would just like confuse the fans. So sometimes that happens. Sometimes you are like a session singer and they just pay you to like just come in and sing the vocal, and like everything is like totally understood. And I don't think that there's a problem with that. I think where the problem is when it's not understood, when like the vocalist comes in, she sings and she thinks she's going to be credited or she would like to be credited, and then it's just like a no. And I have been in situations like that. And the one thing I would like to tell like any vocalist, any singer, any artist, male or female, who may read this or see this or listen to this, is that, and this is not just to do with features as well, this is just in anything. In your contract, you can ask for absolutely anything. So if you're signing a contract and you say, every day I want there to be 14 pigeons outside my house sent courtesy of the record label, you can ask for that. The record label can come back and say, no, we can give you 12 pigeons, like, but it's all a negotiation. And for vocalists, sometimes we want the opportunity so much that we forget our power. And your power is 9 times out of 10, not always, not always, because sometimes they get multiple people to record things, but 9 times out of 10, you have more power than you think. And when you have like bills and life and responsibilities and ambition, you might think, if I push back on this, I'll never get another opportunity again. You will always get another opportunity. It may not be with those people, but you will get an opportunity. And 9 times out of 10, they need you more than you need them, because they obviously like your vocal or your writing or your contribution enough that they wanted to use it in the first place. And you just need to have confidence in that. So that, I know that's a bit long-winded, but ultimately, as a writer, as a vocalist, as a performer, 9 times out of 10, you have more power than you think. And that doesn't mean to be rude or obnoxious, but it does mean that if you contributed to something and you want to be included, you have every right to say, you can't have me unless you include me.